My dear friends, today I'll be discussing about the prevention of heart attack or how to prevent heart attack, also known as myocardial ischemia. Now, myocardial ischemia, also known as heart attack, is one of the life-threatening condition which arises as a complication of coronary artery disease, and it is mainly because of atherosclerosis and thrombosis, which leads to the narrowing as well as blocking the certain artery supplying some part of cardiac musculature or heart wall muscle. And because of sudden blocking, which may be because of atherosclerosis or deposition of fat on the inner lining of the blood supply to the or artery supplying certain part of heart, and because of the blockage by the deposition of cholesterol and as well as thrombus formation or blood clot formation, it leads to blockage in the circulation, leading to the decreased blood flow to that particular area of heart supplying the corresponding artery. And because of the decreased blood flow to the certain part of heart or total blockage of blood flow to the cardiac muscle, the cardiac muscle of that part of heart dies because of lack of oxygen and energy failure. And gradually with time the cardiac muscle become weak and they die, and finally lead to various complications like cardiac rupture or heart failure or cardiac arrhythmia or life-threatening situations. So, and even if the size of the myocardial ischemia or cardiac tissue damage is very much high, it leads to cardiac failure and even leads to death of the patient also. So that is the concept of the myocardial infarction or heart attack, and that is mainly because of atherosclerosis or because of deposition of cholesterol plaques or fatty plaques on the inner lining of the certain artery supplying heart wall. So those are actually right coronary and left coronary artery, which mainly supply the right and left side of the heart. So blockage in this right and left coronary artery because of atherosclerosis or deposition of fatty plaques, which is followed by plaque rupture leading to thrombosis or blood clot, which ultimately block the certain part of artery supplying a specific region of heart permanently, and thus the heart muscle dies because of lack of oxygen, and the patient suffer from acute chest pain because of the sudden death of cardiac muscle. So that is the concept of myocardial ischemia, that is myocardial infarction and also known as heart attack. Now our today's topic is how to prevent heart attack or myocardial infarction. Now most important preventive measure is lifestyle changes or healthy lifestyle. What are those? Regular physical exercise. Now regular physical exercise is very much beneficial for our body. It is very much good for our cardiac or cardiovascular system. It keeps the blood pressure at low level. It also responsible for cardioperfusion, and it also increases the formation of new vessels or new capillaries or new anastomosis in the heart, and thus it prevents future risk of getting myocardial infarction or heart attack. It also opens up new vessels and also causes angiogenesis in cardiovascular system, and thus it prevents myocardial infarction. So regular exercise or regular physical activity is very much important. So it is one of the important preventive measures by which we can prevent myocardial infarction in future. So at least 30 to 45 minutes of exercise per day is very much essential, and per week at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise is very much essential so as to prevent the myocardial infarction in future. Next comes the healthy weight, and healthy normal weight is very much important. We have to cut down the extra fats in our body because heart has to pump or to do more work when the BMI is very high or the body mass index or body weight is very high compared to the height. So it is always advised, or it is advisable to cut down the extra fat, or lower down the, or cut down the overweight and bring the weight to a normal healthy weight, and to keep the function of heart normal. Beside, we must stop alcohol. Heavy toxic dose of alcohol or heavy frequent dose of alcohol should be stopped. Rather, you can take mild to moderate alcoholism, or if it is possible, better to stop the alcoholism, because alcoholism is one of the important cause of or risk factor of development of myocardial infarction in future. So it is always advisable to stop alcoholism, especially heavy and frequent dose. We can control up to mild to moderate alcoholism, so as to prevent the risk of myocardial infarction. And not only myocardial infarction or heart attack, it also decreases the risk of stroke and brain attack also. We have to cut down, or we have to stop smoking. Smoking is an important risk factor for myocardial infarction. It is responsible for sluggishness of the blood. It is responsible for hypertension. It is also responsible for clotting or increased coagulability of the blood, or hypercoagulability of blood. It is responsible for clot formation, and it is also responsible for causing endothelial injury, as well as it is responsible for systemic hypertension. That also one of the important risk factor for development of myocardial infarction in future. Then dietary modification or healthy diet. Proper and healthy diet is very much important. Diet rich in fruits and vegetables protect against myocardial infarction. It is fruits and vegetables is very much good for heart, and especially those diet which is less in saturated fat, more in polyunsaturated fat like olive oil, rapeseed oil, then which contain whole grains and decrease refined sugar, are best for heart. Beside, fruit rich in fruits and vegetables, and you can add fish. Fish can replace the meat or animal meat. So Mediterranean diet is the best for prevention of myocardial infarction. And we should also take low quantity of trans fat as well as salt intake. We should reduce our salt intake. We should take minimum amount of salt, because high amount of salt also leads to hypertension, which is the important risk factor for myocardial infarction. Besides, we must control our obesity as a preventive measure, because obesity is one of the important risk factor for cardiometabolic disorders. It is responsible for diabetes, it is responsible for hypercholesterolemia, it is responsible for formation of coronary fatty plaques or atherosclerosis, which increase the risk of coronary artery disease and which ultimately can lead to myocardial infarction. So obesity, by regular exercise, dietary restriction, by joining weight loss programs, we can cut down the extra fats in our body, and by doing that we can control obesity, and which is very much important to prevent the risk of getting myocardial infarction in future. Another important preventive measure is to control our blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the important risk factor. It causes endothelial injury and increase the risk of thrombus formation, as well as it is also responsible for atherosclerotic plaque rupture, which ultimately can block the coronary arteries. And hypertension is also associated with sluggishness of the flow in coronary blood flow, which ultimately increase the clotting mechanism of the blood and leads to the blood clot formation. Because of all these mechanisms, it is always advisable to control our blood pressure or to treat hypertension if it exists. Hypertension has been found to be a silent killer, because most of the patients of hypertension, they don't know they are suffering from hypertension. So it is always advisable to check your blood pressure at least once within few months or once in a month, so as to rule out the blood pressure, high blood pressure, because high blood pressure may persist in a particular individual and it can work as a silent killer, and it may lead to various vascular disease, it may lead to peripheral arterial disease, it can lead to myocardial infarction, it can lead to coronary heart disease, it can lead to stroke and various vascular diseases also. That's why hypertension, if it exists, we should treat it very cautiously and we should not take it lightly. We should try to decrease it by relaxing ourselves, by doing regular exercise, by taking antihypertensive medication, and there are various natural dietary mechanism and dietary techniques as well as natural methods by which we can lower or control our high blood pressure. Then some medications. some medications are very much important which can control or prevent the risk of getting myocardial infarction in future. So one of the important medication or protective therapy is statins. Statins are a group of drugs also known as hypolipidemic drugs which lowers the cholesterol absorption from our intestine. It also decreases cholesterol production and also decreases the blood cholesterol level. By doing that, it decreases the risk of coronary atherosclerosis and it also decreases the morbidity of MI, and it also decreases the risk of incidence as well as risk of getting heart attack or myocardial infarction. So those persons who are taking statins or having hypercholesterolemia, those must be advised with statin so as to lower down the cholesterol level. Another protective mechanism or protective therapy is taking aspirin. Aspirin is also antiplatelet. It is responsible for prevention of platelet aggregation, and by doing that it decreases the risk of blood clot formation or thrombus formation and decrease the risk of myocardial infarction. So those patients who are aged or who are having hypertension and other risk factors, and those who are free from any bleeding disorders, they must be prescribed with aspirin which prevent the risk of myocardial infarction. Besides, aspirin has been protective for colorectal carcinoma also. So aspirin has very beneficial role. It prevents risk of getting myocardial infarction as well as some other cancers also. So if those patients who are at higher risk as well as those who are they are suitable to take aspirin, they must be advised to take aspirin as it prevents the risk of myocardial infarction in future. Next comes another important preventive measures, that is control of diabetes mellitus. Diabetes is another important metabolic disorder which is responsible for many vascular complications. It increases the risk of myocardial infarction, it increases the risk of hypertension, it is responsible for hypercholesterolemia and responsible for atherosclerosis also. Diabetes also leads to stroke or brain attack, and it also leads to various macrovascular as well as microvascular complications. So that's why we should try to control that blood sugar level with natural therapy as well as anti-diabetic medications or hypoglycemic medication so as to control the blood sugar level within normal range so as to prevent the complication of diabetes on cardiovascular system. Diabetes is also associated with another important myocardial infarction, type of myocardial infarction, that is silent myocardial infarction, because most of the diabetes patients may have autonomic neuropathy, and because of that sign symptoms of myocardial infarction may not be so much prominent in diabetics. So the risk of death is very much high because of silent myocardial infarction in diabetics. That's why you should not take diabetic very lightly, because we should control the diabetes with strict dietary restriction as well as medicines as well as exercise and other modality so as to prevent the cardiovascular complication, so that we can prevent the risk of getting myocardial infarction in future. Beside other preventive measure is there, we have to treat or control hypercholesterolemia or high cholesterol level or abnormal cholesterol level or abnormal lipid profile in the blood. High lipid profile, especially high cholesterol level, high LDL and low HDL may be dangerous for heart because it may lead to deposition of LDL cholesterol on the coronary arteries, which may lead to plaque formation and leads to coronary atherosclerosis, which ultimately can lead to MI because of sudden rupture of atherosclerotic plaque. That's why it is always advisable to control the high cholesterol level by lowering cholesterol intake as well as by taking statins as well as by doing regular exercise, which has a beneficial effect by increasing the